15 years or more. And there's Chaku. Chaku.
Is it unimaginable?
Hello everyone. Today's a very special day. I'm going to be interviewing Tenzin Celon, otherwise known to us as Chaku. We met Chaku about 20 years ago and he's been very special to us. He's a Tibetan monk and we met him when we came our first time to India. And he lived in one of the monasteries right outside of Mysore, and now he works in Bangalore. He teaches at the Dalai Lama Higher Institute of Learning, and he's been a teacher for 16 years. We're very proud of him, and he came here to Thailand and surprised us, and I'll be interviewing him, and I hope that you guys enjoy the interview. He has a wonderful energy, he's a very good spirit, and he's a really good monk. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, Tracy here, and I'd like to introduce you to our monk, and this is Tenzin Celon, otherwise known to us as Chaku. We go back 20 years. We met him in India when he was very young, as well as his sister, and now he's a young man and teaching at a university in Bangalore. And I'm going to let him introduce himself to you now.
Hello, Tashi Delek, everybody. Thank you for inviting me for your YouTube channels. And my name is Tenzin Celon, and I teach in Dalai Lama Institute for Higher Education based in Bangalore. This institution is affiliated under the Bangalore universities, and I have been teaching there for almost like 14 years. More than 14 years, I think. So I teach Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist psychology, and Buddhist epistemologies. This is what I teach over there.
What age did you become a monk? How old were you when you entered the monastery?
Oh, thank you for this tea also. Very nice.
We're having some nice chai tea.
Yeah, I became a monk when I was 8 years old.
Was that hard, leaving your family?
To be honest, after I became a monk, sometimes I used to miss my family. But when I decided to become a monk, it was not that difficult, you know. I decided by myself to be a monk.
Now, how many years have you been a monk?
So now I'm a 41 years old. Since my 8 years old, it's been quite long.
Yeah, many years.
That, yeah.
So what was a typical day like for you as a child living in a monastery, becoming a monk? Was it hard to learn what to do? What did you have to do?
When I was young, like students, they have their own schedule. You have to get up early in the morning, around 5:30, and then we have to enjoy our breakfast. Then we have to memorize many Buddhist textbooks, and also we have to go for debates. Then we have to go to take a class from our teachers. Then in our monasteries, you know, they are taking a nap, small nap in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Then we have to go to take class again. Then in the evening, we have a debate again, and also we have to recite all the texts by our own heart, whatever we have memorized in the morning. We do our meditations, in the evening also, and also morning.
Yes.
Yeah, that is like our daily routine.
So your day starts at around 5 or 5:30 a.m.
5:30.
and ends at
It ends at like a 10:30 in the evening.
wow.
Quite late, yeah, isn't that?
Yes. Yeah, especially for an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And what are some of the ages of the youngest monks? Like what's the youngest monk
Yeah,
you saw?
because younger, like me, when I was 8 years old, we have some relaxations that we can go to the bed little bit early.
Okay.
We can go to the bed around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but normally it looks like a same routine, but they have a small relaxations, and also they don't have to get up little bit early, so they can get up around like a 6:30.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're a little easier on them.
Little
But as
bit,
they
little
get
bit.
older, they get more stringent
yes,
and
yes,
strict.
yes.
Okay. Food. What types of things were you served in the monastery?
I'm a vegetarian, but in our monasteries, in early time, our monasteries, they provide vegetarian foods and non-vegetarian foods.
Oh.
Okay, now His Holiness the Dalai Lama, he urged monastics, all the monasteries, not to provide a non-vegetarian foods to the monk. After his request or his demand, then all the monasteries, they have stopped providing meat from the monastic, in the monastic kitchens. So we don't have non-vegetarian foods in our kitchen these days. It's been a long time ago now.
Wow.
Very long time ago. Maybe a 1993, around like that. It started like that. Monks, one questions it always asks me whenever I interact with the Indian students or Indian peoples, because Indians, 80% of the populations, they are Hindu, and they always ask me that monks, can they enjoy the meat or not? According to the Buddhist scriptures, from the Buddhist perspective, Buddha did not prohibited monks to not enjoy the meat. Okay, Buddha, when Buddha was in India, at that time he did not say anything about the meat. So when he traveled to the Sri Lanka, then he noticed, because in India people, they have a long history of enjoying the vegetarian food, so they prefer vegetarian food. So Buddha did not say much. When he traveled to the Sri Lanka, then he noticed that people of Sri Lanka, they are enjoying so many meats, because this is an island, so people, their life depending on the seafoods. So that's why then Buddha, he started to talk about the meats, not enjoying the meats like that. But when it comes to the monks' precepts, Buddha said act of killing is not good.
Yeah.
But Buddha has prohibited, monks are not allowed to kill any species, like any creatures, even a small creatures, like small ants. We are
Ants.
not allowed to kill them.
No.
Buddha has prohibited, and Buddha has made a precept for the monks. Monks, they have to go for alms, begging the foods.
Yeah. Alms.
And whatever they are offer food from families or lay people, this they have to accept whatever it is
They
given
give.
by. Their life is heavily depending on the alms. Monks, they are not in the position to demand that I need this kind of food or that kind of food.
Yes.
So if you do that, then you are going to develop an attachment
Yeah.
So that is the main point, that you are not in the position to demand, I need this kind of food or that kind of food.
I can't have that. Please give me this instead.
Yeah, whatever
Yes.
you are offered
Heard.
by the family,
Yes.
you have to accept and enjoy. That's
yes,
all.
that's right. Oh, I'm learning so much, and I thought I knew so much. Wow. Okay, who can become a monk? Can someone say someone is 50 years old? Say Ray wants to become a monk. Can he just how's that? How does that work? Can anyone be a monk? I mean,
Yeah,
are there qualifications?
Except the woman, anyone can be a
Yeah.
nun.
I can't. I can't. You can, I can't.
Yeah, anyone can be, become a monk. They can be a monk, so no problem. But there is no any maximum age, limit of the maximum age. But when it comes to the minimum age, then it should be around like 6 years to the 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, you
6
can.
to 10.
Yeah. Younger than that, you are not allowed to be.
You're not allowed?
Yeah. After 6 years, and you are eligible to be a monk.
Okay.
But becoming a monk is not in like a simple way to be a monk, because to be a monk you need a good intention, good motivations. It's also related with your health also.
Your health.
Yeah. If you have a intention to follow the monastic life, then your intention is good. Or if you are not interested to follow the monastic life and you are forced by somebody else, then it is not nice. So that's why, these are some kind of criteria like that.
Yes.
So when it comes to the motivation also, you are fed up with this particular life, this very life, and you want to
Escape it.
Seek, you want to attain or seek the nirvana or liberations, like that.
Yes.
So if you have that kind of motivation, then you are eligible.
Oh, okay.
There are some cases, like some people, they have done a crime, big crime.
Oh.
And in the ancient times, kings, they are supposed to find you, to give you a punishment. To escape from the punishment, they are becoming a monk. So that is not allowed.
If you're an ex-con from California and you think you're going to run away, shave your head, put on a robe, and go live in a monastery,
Yeah, that
it's
is
not going to happen.
No, that is not.
It's not gonna,
you are not eligible.
You're not eligible.
Yeah, that is.
That's,
I think
that's a no-no.
That is the right term. I think so.
Okay.
So there are few cases like that.
Is there a maximum age? Because thinking when you get older, it's hard to memorize things. When you become a monk, you have to memorize the.
No, if you want to be a monk, no problem. Once you become 60 years old,
60.
then you don't have to follow all these monastic protocols.
Oh.
You are going to be a senior monk, and you don't have to study all these texts.
Okay.
You just practice whatever you learned.
Okay.
You can learn by yourself, but there is no kind of examination and test.
Okay.
So I'm talking based on the Tibetan monasteries. I'm not talking about the Theravada monasteries, whatever we have here in Thailand. I don't know anything about them.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Are there any strict rules? Like, are there definite things you are never to do when you're a monk?
Like enjoying alcohol.
Alcohol, smoking cigarettes, okay. Do you go out to the bars? No, of course not.
Not,
right?
yeah.
So monks are not to be drinking alcohol.
And having a relation with women.
And having a relationship with women.
Yes.
But we were having a conversation the other day when we met up, and we asked Chaku about that. Are there some monks that stop being a monk after a certain time and perhaps get married, because we did know of one many years ago. And that's in fact how we met you. And he did derobe and he did wed and have a child, a little girl, Lobsang. And so Chaku, tell us about, if you decide that you want to have a relationship and get married, what happens?
It's an individual choice. Nobody can stop.
Yes.
If they don't want to be a monk anymore, so they can disrobe by themselves.
Do they have to be a monk for a certain number of years? Like
No,
5
no,
years,
it's
10
not like
years?
that. No,
okay.
no.
So
There's-
if you're a monk for 1 year and you decide that you're done, it's
yes,
okay?
Yes, okay. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. But there is a good tradition here in Thailand. All the men, all like boys, they are mandatory to be a monk after they become 18 years old in Thailand.
They are?
They are. Everybody has to be a monk.
Really?
Yeah. If you talk to the Thai people, ask them,
Okay.
how long you have been monk, they will tell you like 3 months or 3 weeks, that's all. It is mandatory in this country. So everybody has to be a monk after they become 18 years old.
What about
Even a king also.
was a monk?
Yeah, like I don't know about this king, the previous king. When I visited to the Thailand first time, the previous king, he passed away. I was here at that time. So he was also a monk for 3 months, I think so. Yeah, I saw his picture. He was going for alms like that.
Yeah.
So he was like a people's king. People like him so much.
Yeah, they did.
But I don't know anything about the present king.
Now, I know that women cannot become monks, but women can become a nun.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Now,
But after 13 years.
after the age of 13 years.
Yes, yeah.
And they're not required to become nuns here, like boys are
Same
required to
same
become
requirement
monks?
as I told you that they also need a good intention, motivation, and also physical health.
I was going to ask this question, but I know the answer, but we'll let you tell the people. Will you always remain a monk?
So far, I've never thought of being like being a disrobe from the monks. I wanted to be a monk for my entire life. So far, I've never changed my mind.
Yeah. I think you're in a good position.
But in future, I really don't know. To be honest,
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows the future?
But no, yeah, who knows the future? But I don't think that I would.
don't either.
Yeah, I would marry
I don't see
to
that.
somebody else.
But we don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
We don't know.
Yeah.
I've got one more question. But first I want to say, is there anything that you would like to say that maybe I haven't asked?
Yes, maybe it's like related with the previous question that you asked, like you want to be a monk for your entire life or not. So like monks, they are also human being. Like so they might have a temptation, they might have a desire. Once you become a monk doesn't mean that you become a Buddha.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't
that's
that,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to start your practice. So if your practice becomes perfect or like near to perfect, or your practice started to give you a result, then I think that you can be a monk for entire life.
Yes.
Sometimes you're doing a practice, even you are doing a practice like physical practice, if you are not doing it properly, then you don't get a result.
Results.
Isn't that?
That's
Similarly,
true. That's true.
like monks, when they do practice, so the monks practice mostly related with the mental levels, So if you do practice constantly and you are doing properly, then you will get the result.
Yes.
So if you don't do that, like even you are doing something, but you are not doing it properly, then you don't get a result. So that's why sometimes even a monk, you might feel desire, you might feel attachment towards somebody else. But that kind of pleasure it's like if you try to investigate, if you try to analyze, then this is a short term of like pleasure and pleasance. So if you like, sometimes things does not exist as it appears to us. And if you do your practice nicely, constantly, then small things happens in your life.
Yes.
It is like the wave of the ocean.
Ocean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you go at the center of the ocean, middle of the ocean is very calm. There is no any disturbance there.
Yeah.
But if you go at the edge of the oceans, then you can see there are so many disturbances.
See?
So
Isn't
many
that true?
waves like that.
Yeah. Isn't that
so
true?
if you go to the center of the oceans or the middle of oceans, so calm, peaceful, there is no disturbance there.
This is where Chaco wants to remain. Getting upset about things. You said to us, you gave us a really good piece of advice, and you said, well, if there's nothing that you can do about the situation after trying, to fix it, why worry about it? What was it that you said?
Actually,
remember
this verse actually, it comes from one of the Nalinda Master's scriptures, which is called A Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life.
A Guide to the Bodhisattva's
Yeah, this book is
Way of
written
Life.
by the Indian Nalinda Master, who is called Chanti Deva.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
the book that you sent us.
Yeah, it is written in the chapter number 6. Okay, so it says that when you face any kind of problem, and if there is a solution for your problem, there is no use of being unhappy, because you have a solution and fix your problem. Then if there is no solution for your problem, then there is no point of being unhappy also. This is a really realistic way of approach.
It is.
Last year, I think so, my mother, she had a uterus surgery.
Uterus surgery.
Yeah, and at that time she was hospitalized, and I was taking care of her. And at that time, the doctor came to me and he asked me, he said, when he interacts with all those who are taking care of their parents, their children in the hospitals, these people, families are more stressed, more unhappy than the patients. But you look very different, he said this to me. Then he said, what is your secret behind of this? Then I told him that, I came all the way to the hospitals, and I have a money, and also I have an expert like you. Then why should I be unhappy, Because I have a solution. I'm taking this opportunity. I have money, I have an expert, so there is no point of being unhappy. Yeah. So this is what I told him. So and I told him that, if I'm unhappy, it doesn't help to my mother.
Yeah. It stresses her out.
Yeah. So if I'm being so
Keyed up and agitated over it.
Yeah, agitating, or if I'm so disturbed by myself, then I would not be able to take a good decision. If doctor comes to me and asks me that, your mother has to do surgery, or you want to do it or not, something, any kind of problems, if they ask to you, you would not able to take a good decision by yourself, isn't that? So if your mind is full of disturb, then your mind is blocked. It is completely blocked.
Yeah.
So you would not able to think from the
clearly.
wider perspective. So you would not able to take a good decisions. So if you are calm, your mind is clear, and you can look the situation from the wider perspective, not only from one angle, then you can take a good decisions. Your mind is sharp and clear.
Yes.
So calm mind is very important.
Calm mind is very important.
Yeah. If you are disturbed, then you might agitate yourself. then you will lose your short temper like that.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yes.
So anything could
Yes,
happen.
there you go.
So calm mind is very important
Yes.
wherever you go.
Yeah. And I just wanted to ask, with the state of the world these days, with so many young people or older people, people in general, struggling with mental health issues and worrying about the state of the world, do you have any advice for people that are, feeling somewhat along those lines? Anything that they could maybe take away from this interview to maybe put in the back of their mind?
Based on my own experience, I feel that today's people, they are making everything themselves more confusion. They don't try to live simple. Life is very simple, but you are trying to make it more confused. So enjoy yourself. This is very important.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, simple.
Keep it simple.
Simple is very good. So I always say to the people that there are four things. Four things. Yeah, it has been reversed. Earlier, people, they are talking. They are paying attention on their mind. These days, people are paying attention only on their body. So they have been compromised between the body and mind. Yeah, isn't that? Today, everybody talks about the individual rights.
Oh, yeah.
Even the UNO, the world largest organization, they are saying, like universal human rights. There is no universal human responsibilities there. Isn't that? It's very strange, isn't it?
Yes.
So we have been compromised between the individual and societies. People care about the society earlier. They don't care about the individual right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the society's interest, people, even they violate the individual right, they don't care at that time. Today's individual right becomes more important than the society. So we have been compromised that.
Yes.
This is what I feel.
I see that.
Then the third thing
one.
that I feel, we have been compromised between the cooperation and competition.
Corporation
And competition.
Competition.
Yeah. Earlier, people talk about the cooperation. Today, everybody is competition. Isn't
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Yes.
So, mind and body. Second, right and responsibility.
Yeah.
Third, individual and society.
Yes.
And fourth one is the cooperation and competition. If we are able to revise these things, then our not only the individual level, but the entire societies or community. I think that we are going to have more peaceful and more like a compassionate atmosphere in the society. This is what I feel.
Very good. I'd like to say thank you so much for coming to Thailand to see us, because we wanted to go and see him. And as you all know, we moved to Bangkok about 2 months ago now. And so we haven't set up any dog care for the dogs and, just getting settled and whatnot. Chaku saved us the trip. He came over here. He actually did a pilgrimage, and you were in Sri Lanka?
Yes, I was in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and Chaku has a really nice YouTube channel, and I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description, so you should all go there and subscribe, because it's very interesting. Now, I know you do a lot of talks in Tibetan, so
Yes.
but he does also do some in English.
Some very few.
Very few. So I thank you so
Me too.
much. Thank you so much.
Good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching, and we love you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. 어머 주행할래 마요자 마르군도 주고 데메리다 좀 나포체라 주바 그스 아 good yeah